Happy Thursday, everybody. Hi, I'm Mark Cook. I'm the CEO of Shiny Shoe. We are the creators of Monster Train. Today is September 24th, and we, a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, released our major Friends and Foes free update to the game, which added new champions and a whole bunch of other new stuff. But now we are ready to talk a little bit about the next update coming to Monster Train. And something we've been asked many times since we launched the game on May 21st, so around 4 months ago, was will we be adding mod support to Monster Train? And I believe in the past I've said a few times that we are thinking about it, we're talking to the community, so on and so forth. But now we are definitely ready to fully announce that we will be bringing mod support officially to Monster Train using the Steam Workshop in the coming weeks. I don't have a launch date for it yet, but it's coming soon. And like our previous two updates, this will be another free update to the game. And we are working right now to both add the kind of like fundamental support for mods and to create both a couple of official ones from the development team, as well as some community created mods that we'll have ready for launch on launch day for all players who just want to check out mods to be ready to take a look at. And I'm really excited with where mods are going right now because they basically can do anything in the game. And there are some really cool mods coming down the pipe. We're going to look at a couple of them today. And in the future, in the coming weeks before the mod update goes out, we'll look at a few more. And we'll probably be doing some other like educational stuff around mods too, with regards to kind of explaining how to make one and trying to do a tutorial in those kind of terms to help people out who are interested in becoming a modder for Monster Train. And as usual, I want to say that I'm happy to answer any questions as they arise, both about how mod support works, any questions about what is possible to do, and so on and so forth. But yeah, without further ado, I'd like to just kind of show off just a little bit about how it's integrated into the game, how you manage your mods and so on. And then we'll take a look at just a couple of mods that the development team has created so far to kind of test out the system. So let's jump over to the game. All right, here's Monster Train. This is a pre-release version of the game. There is a new button on the main menu right here in the lower right corner that says Mod Settings. If you click this, it opens up your mod manager. I'm not going to hit this button. If you hit this button, Browse Mods, it takes you to Steam Workshop where you can download it and install mods. And I don't want to show all of them that are on there yet. But I do have a couple here. And to get mods to work at all, you have to enable the mod loader. It's like a fundamental mod that allows any other mod to be loaded into the game. So I've previously installed that, but I disabled it just to kind of show what the new user experience might be like. If you were a brand new user, you wouldn't have any of the 3 mods that are listed here. You would just need to like set up the mod loader. So I can turn the mod loader on, which then allows me to optionally enable or disable any of my other mods. And then you have to hit apply changes. The first time you enable mods, or if you enable or disable a mod, you do have to restart the game. Not ideal, but that's just how it works under the hood. So you have to completely quit out. So when you apply changes to your mods, it's because mods can actually like modify the code of the game, and we need to completely reload it when that happens. So you've got to quit all the way out. So I don't know what my stream's going to do when I close this. So I'm going to jump over to this first and then apply and quit. And I'll open the game back up. And then let's talk about what these mods do. Well, one of them that's in the list made it so when I booted up the game right there, I didn't click the mouse. It went straight to the main menu. I see some questions coming in. I'll jump to them in just a second. So one of the mods, it's not like a super sexy one, really, but it's a convenience mod. This was actually made by one of the people in the community. This was made by Rossum on Discord. So skip intro FMV. So all it does is it just completely skips the intro FMV for you. I use it. I mean, as much as I love that video, I do love it. I've also seen it a million times. So it is a handy one just to get to the main menu more quickly. All right, I'm going to jump to some questions real quick before we come back to the game. GGG43, 43. No questions, but just want to say I love your game. Keep it up. Well, thank you. Thank you for your name. It's one of the harder ones to pronounce. All right, advice colon. Can we mod train lanes to add more than 7 monsters per floor? Oh no. Has my video frozen? It looks like it has. Let me try to resurrect it. Is it going to come back? Well, if it doesn't, let's look at the game. Can we mod train lanes to have more than 7 monsters per floor? Yes, you can. Absolutely. Any rule that exists within the game can be modded. Lord Lacroix says, play as a heaven mod when? Well, that's going to be up to the community to make. So it is possible to create a new clan. Okay, so I think that's one pretty exciting possibility space, is the ability to put a whole new clan into the game. And so somebody could put the forces of heaven into a monster train, which could be cool. I'm trying to fix my camera as I'm reading these. All right, Big Daddy Bowser F8 says, thank you for all the hard work on this awesome game. And after just north of 100 hours, I finally have cleared 3 out of the 5 clans on Covenant 25. Well done. Thanks, and looking forward to more content. Yes, us too. We hope that we can continue to supply interesting content to everybody, and we're excited about this mod update. All right, it's looking like I am not going to be able to get my camera back for some reason. Don't know why, so we're just going to have to move on without that. I think I have a backup. Here, let's see if I can do it. This one? No. This one? Hey, there's a static image of me. All right. Crackalack and Chris says, I got here late. I assume mods will not add to Covenant ranks. I think they could. I mean, we're not making any right now from the official development team perspective that do that, but it's entirely possible to do so. Dire Avenger 20 asks, will enabling mods disable achievements or any other progression? That is a good question. So all mods have the concept as to whether or not they are cosmetic. So right now, all of the mods that I have installed that you're seeing in this list here, they're all cosmetic mods. So Hellhorn Friends, we'll see what that does in a second. Shiny Stewards, we'll see what that does in a second. And Skip Intro FMV. None of these change the gameplay in any way. So because of that, they do nothing with regards to progression, achievements, and so on and so forth. You can also install mods that are non-cosmetic, and it's up to mod authors to kind of flag what their mods do in this way. Non-cosmetic mods do prevent some things currently. However, they still do allow achievements and other progression. But I don't know, we should maybe think about that. I think it's a worthwhile question to consider. But the thing that the cosmetic flag does right now is it blocks you from, or the non-cosmetic, excuse me. If you say your mod is non-cosmetic, it changes gameplay. It makes Torch do 1,000,000 damage. You can't upload scores to leaderboards, and you can't play Hell Rush at all. So if you enable a non-cosmetic mod, it does affect some elements of the game. And it would show up in this UI if I had a mod installed that was non-cosmetic. So we'll probably see that next week. It basically shows a little flag thing and it tells you, and there's like other UI warnings in the game that let you know. And if you wanted to turn one of those off temporarily just to play multiplayer, you can just turn mods on and off with this mod manager. Super fantastic. Will you raise the Covenant level to 100 at some point? We probably won't from the official dev team perspective, but somebody could mod that in. Absolutely. Lots of ideas coming out here. Jesse Abeb. Monster Train absolutely slaps. All right. Will we be able to add custom art to the game? Yes. So, in fact, why don't we look at one of these mods now? So let's look at Shiny Stewards. This is a dev team created mod that does something to train stewards in the game. It does a cosmetic change. I'm not even going to pay attention to what clans I'm playing because it doesn't matter. I'm on Covenant 0. All right, let's just pick some stuff real quick just for fun. We're not even really going to look because what we're focused on is what's going to happen with our train stewards. All right. Okay. Yeah, AmphiDSF says just mod a replacement Mark kit. That's what that's what I've had to do here during the stream. That's why we have the static image of me. I don't know why my camera just suddenly stopped working. I'm gonna have to figure that out after I'm done streaming. Okay, we have no train stewards in our hand. That's gonna make it hard to show what the Shiny Stewards mod does. So let's just end turn. We're not playing to win here. We're playing to demo mods. All right, so here we go. We've got the collector. Okay, so here is a cosmetic mod for train stewards that someone went in. And we've got Yujin Kim, the art director, on the development team's face on a train steward. Let's summon another one. Oh, that's Owen Lockett, programmer from the development team. So we've got faces of the dev team are randomly slapped on train stewards. And this is really just an example mod. We're going to post the source code publicly. So anybody who is interested in looking at this as reference for making your own mod is available to. I don't actually expect that many people to install this or want to have this, but it's just a demo of the types of things you can do. So yes, you can put your own art in. Our enterprising modders from the community, like, let's see, some of the names to make sure I get them right. Chronometrics, Crazy Jackal, and there is another one, Kitten Aqua, have created an entire kind of modding API that will be available when the mod support launches. I mean, it's already, if you go looking for it on GitHub, you can probably find it, but it's going to be even more publicized and fully set up for official mod support that does a lot of things to make it easy to get content into the game, like new cards, new units, so on and so forth. And like I have been saying, it is possible. There's a proof of concept of this that we're going to look at that's made by the community soon to completely add a brand new clan to the game. So it's going to be interesting for sure. I'm super excited personally to see what people do with mod support. All right, Alfie 1881. Hello. When game be translate to Spanish? So we are still considering some additional localizations for Monster Train, but have nothing to specifically announce at this time. So let's see these train stewards do a little attack. Oh, his face disappeared. Well, we should probably fix that. Who modded this into the game? We should still have the face when they're attacking. Anywho. So yeah, that's what Shiny Stewards does. I'm going to jump back to the main menu. We can go back and look at our mods. We have one other one, another small one, that we haven't seen yet. So what does Hellhorn Friends do? This is an incredibly simple mod. All it does is lean into the community meme that Demon Fiend and Alpha Fiend should actually be your friend. And that's all this mod does. It just changes their name. So Alpha Fiend is now called Alpha Friend. And here is everyone's favorite demon friend. All right, Extra Sonic. Is there a tutorial on how to make a Monster Train mod? So yes, there is. We're going to be publishing all of that when we do closer to the official launch date and so on. There are now made by the community a variety of getting started type of kind of project templates and samples and so on that can help you get familiar with how modding works and how to add it to the game. And we're intending to do some additional kind of tutorials and so on ahead of the release, just to try to give people a kickstart who are interested in modding. Crimson Maximus say, is this the game's last major update? No. So I hope that's good news for you. Kron Karina says, what programming language is it? It's in C#, so it's the same programming language that the game uses. We're actually using something, various other games use this technology as a way to enable mods to basically do anything to a Unity-based game. It's called BepInEx, BEPINEX, which combines a variety, it's an open source project that combines a variety of different pieces of technology into one kind of framework for modding Unity-based games. So we are using that officially with their blessing. If we go to our mod setting here, down here at the bottom, we even reference it. You can go and look at BepInEx now. If you're a developer who is interested in making mods, look at how that works, and it's going to essentially work just like that for Monster Train. The kind of official community mod API that's currently called TrainWorks is like an accelerator built on top of that to make it easier to get content into Monster Train. So I think lots of people are going to want to use that to really get mods into the game, to like add cards and so on and so forth, because it's going to make things so much easier, because those guys have done some of the hard work to kind of figure out how to make that happen. Navarki says, finally, I have 2 friends. Yes, I do love those Hellhorn friends. And so the dev team, the official Shiny Shoe mods like Hellhorn Friends and Shiny Stewards, we're going to open source all of that as well so that you guys can look at how those work. It does basically mean, though, the way that we're doing mods, you have to be some level of programmer. You have to use C# to mod stuff into the game. It's possible somebody could change that in the future with a mod that allows you to load content in that doesn't require you to program. But we're not going to have that immediately at launch. That said, the amount, like depending on what you want to change, the amount of programming can be very small. But yeah, we'll go into it and show off a bit more about how that works on some future streams. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to press this Browse Mods button because there are a number of other mods that I don't want to show yet that we're going to demo on future streams. But yeah, this button will take you to Workshop. That's where we're going to have all of our official mods are going to be on Workshop. So they're going to be easy to browse and find from the community. Cool Pair asks, will you add even more bosses? Probably in future updates. Not in this one, though. This next coming update is all about mods and probably a few other kind of quality of life things. But I don't want to, I'm not 100% sure what exactly is going to land into the update yet, so I don't want to promise anything before we get there. And Yeeses, did you just mention that a new clan is coming into the game as a mod or as an official expansion? I was talking specifically about mods. So there is proof so far, you know, hint, hint. We'll talk about this on a future stream, that it is possible to mod a new clan into the game. So we don't have any official announcements about coming updates. The only thing I promised from an earlier question from Crimson Maximus asked if this was the last major update, and I said no to that. So that's the only hint I'm giving about future updates beyond this one. In terms of launch time frame, we are expecting to release this official mod update in a few weeks. So I don't want to give the specific date yet, just in case there's any chance it changes, because I'm not 100% sure if it's locked in. But it won't be super long until this is available to the community to start playing with. And yeah, if you're interested to talk more about mods, the best place to join us is in Discord. If you're interested in making mods that could be available at the time of launch for the mod update, definitely reach out as soon as possible. You can just hit me up directly on Discord if you're interested in that. My username is ShinyMark on there. Feel free to PM me, and we can try to help make that happen. All right. T20A1H5. Okay. Sorry, your username's too crazy. Why are Seraph's shoulder pads so large? It's like level 10 armor. Tier 10 armor. I don't know. I'm trying to like use a WoW analogy or something like that. He needs... I'm looking in the lower right corner of my stream. I've got Seraph there in my kind of frame. He needs them. I don't know. To protect his tiny head. Right? All right. FDSSJ5 Goku. It seems like there is a content update each month. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you very much for the kind words. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's all I had really planned today to demo, was showing off these very simple mods. So I'll run through them one more time in case anybody watching live had missed them. We have Hellhorn Friends, which changes the name of Alpha Fiend to Alpha Friend and Demon Fiend to Demon Friend. And you can do so much more with mods, but that's just a simple, really simple one. We had Shiny Stewards, which allows you to, it puts the development team's face onto stewards, train stewards. So we can see, we got the same people. It's deterministic. Oh no, we got different people. We got Steve, we got Andrew this time. Yeah, so that's just an example of how you can mod some art into the game. And then the last one was a mod from the community called Skip Intro FMV. you can pretty easily guess what that does. It allows you to skip the intro FMV without having to click through it. Anthony Macchiato says, how is the size 5 pips on Mark justified? Are there going to be balance changes for me? Yeah, I don't know. Capacity does go up to 6 in the game, so there's still room to get buffed. So keep that in mind. Is there a documented format for the animated images on the cars that modders can use to make their own? Not from the development team. We haven't published one, but there are folks out there who are figuring that out. And so I'm not sure what the exact status of that is in the TrainWorks mod API, but I have definitely seen customized card art in some of the mods that we're going to look at in the near future. All right, King Cac 130. So we'll be able to add whole entire new effects into the game, say like a wrench spell that gives armor based on how much armor we lost in the previous turn. Yes, you can add anything at all. Because modding is basically just programming. I'll just keep this up just in case anybody wonders what we're looking at. Yeah, you can essentially do anything. So I'm excited. Yeah, there are some cards that have new game mechanics in some of the mods that we'll look at probably on our next stream. Yeah, so that's all I got for today. I'll hang out for just like another minute or so if there's any final questions. Otherwise, I'll wrap it up. All right, well, that's looking like they're all we had question-wise for today. So thank you for joining me. Sorry for the camera snafu. I hope you enjoy this static picture of me in the upper right corner. Yeah, we'll be looking at more mods soon. Mod support will be coming to Monster Train in a few weeks. It's going to be another free update. We might have a few more things in this update that I'm going to leave as surprises for now, and we'll be looking at more mods in the near future on coming developer streams over the next couple weeks. So thanks, everybody. Hope you have a good day, and see you next time.